Hi folks, I'm Scott. This week we are travelling 20 years into the past as the N64 is now 20 years old in the UK. Wonder if anything else important happened 20 years ago. Nah, can't think of anything. Anyway, here are 3 moments of N64 genius that we still use today. Number 1. Mario 64 defined 3D platforming. Before Mario 64, 3D platformers ranged from good to not so good. For the most part, you could either run front to back or side to side. You couldn't just run about in a big open 3D space. Mario 64 fixed that by giving us a massive playground and perfected the way to play in it. If you look at the Mario games that came after, the core control and design still goes back to Mario 64. I guess the more things change, the more things stay the same. Kinda reminds me of something else. Number 2. Having 4 controller ports. Sure, you had 4-player games before, but only with an expensive multi-tap or a special cartridge and, in one case, the Wu-Tang Clan. Not so with the N64, you had 4 controller points and that was to become the standard for decades to come. More importantly though, it also gave us 4-player GoldenEye and Mario Kart 64. Mario Kart 64 in particular is the ultimate friendship destroyer. Generations of kids invented new swear words to that game. Maybe not one to play if you tend to think things are better together. Number 3. Analog controllers. Be honest. When's the last time you actually used a D-pad? While the PlayStation did bring out an analog controller about a month after the launch of the N64, it never felt quite as essential as the N64's did to its games. The N64's analog controller brought us kicking and screaming into a new age. It's what makes Mario 64's movement work. It's what makes GoldenEye's shooting so precise. It was the first controller that was really designed for games that made use of big 3D space. I guess what I'm saying is there's a lot to be said for freedom of movement. So there you go, 3 moments of genius from the N64 that we still use today. If you've got any special N64 memories, let me know in the comments. Please tell everyone you know to watch this video too, because I got cats to feed, and I'll see you next week.